So today's video, I just really want to tell you what I've been doing in the past couple of months while this pandemic has been going on to really get some extra money. You don't have to leave home. You don't have to get dressed if you don't want to. You don't have to open a computer if you don't want to. You can do this all from your phone. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jasmine, but you guys can call me Jazz. And I primarily talk about financial independence and my lock journey. You're probably really used to seeing videos about my hair, but today the video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is going to be focused on financial independence. As you know, I am trying to retire early in 10 years, okay? So that meant I had to change a lot of things about the way I thought, the way I spent, the way I saved, etc. So we are going through a pandemic, right? And this has been the best time for me to actually save money and invest more and really see where my money goes. Back in 2018, I was only paying the minimum payments on my credit cards. I had about 10 of them. They totaled about $30,000. And I was really ashamed. I was really embarrassed. I was still faking it till I made it, still going out and stuff and using credit cards, paying the minimum, and then not having any money left, like paying the minimum balance just to have that amount of availability and spending it and then paying the minimum balance. I was on a hamster wheel. And once I got pregnant, I really realized that like, this ain't it, okay? So the first thing I did was look for a better job. I did not like the job that I was at. It wasn't a good atmosphere for me. Plus, I had found out I was pregnant that year, so I knew that I didn't want to be there any longer than I had to, and I wanted to find a better job with better pay, better benefits, things like that. So that was the first thing I did. No, that was the second thing I did. The first thing I did was consolidate those credit cards. I found a debt solution company through, I believe somebody at Bank of America, because I had a Bank of America credit card that I was past due on. And of course, I decided to stop dodging their calls, right? So I started answering their calls, and I was talking to the lady from Bank of America, and I was telling her, you know, I don't have the money in my budget. I'm overextended. And she suggested a company that consolidates debt. And so I stayed on the phone with them. I was late going into work because I stayed in the car, and I was talking to them, trying to figure out how to get into the program and what I needed to do. And she was crunching my numbers and things like that in my budget. And she was like, yeah, so we'd be able to help you. And so I got started. That's the first thing, get started. Write down every single debt that you have, how much it costs a month to make the payment, how much the minimum payment is, and what the balance is. That should be the first thing that you do, right? Kind of assess where you are financially. And then that's when I found a better job that pays more. I didn't have to pay for parking every day. Because y'all, I was traveling an hour both ways, sometimes more than that, and still had to pay for parking. So that's gas, parking, maintenance on my car that was, you know, consistent, like because of all the driving that I was doing. So I was just like, let me just find another place. Maybe I don't have to pay for parking, you know, maybe I can get free parking, because you never realize how good of a deal free parking is until you have to pay for parking. So yeah, I did those two things, right? And those helped me, but of course I was still paying the minimum. And so what really helped was that the consolidation company was able to lower my interest rates, which helped tremendously, right? I wasn't touching principal. I was just paying interest on those cards, okay? I'm talking 20% plus interest rates, okay? And that is what was keeping me in the hole. Okay, but I think I might have said my backstory in another video. So today's video, I just really want to tell you what I've been doing in the past couple of months while this pandemic has been going on to really get some extra money. You don't have to leave home. You don't have to get dressed if you don't want to. You don't have to open a computer if you don't want to. You can do this all from your phone. And a guy that I met in college, we didn't go to the same college, but I met him because we're both Greek. He created a product, an amazing product, and an amazing community that helps people invest. Investing is something that I'm really passionate about. I'm really interested in creating generational wealth and breaking generational curses, okay? Our children shouldn't have to go through what we went through or what our parents went through. We are not working one job until we're 67 and then retiring with what? Nothing? No, we're not doing that. We are retiring early. We're making our money work for us, and we're putting all the work up front so that we can chill later. Okay? So he created an ebook. The ebook, there are multiple ebooks actually. So he has an ebook that is just about stock investing for the long run. Everybody should be investing in some stocks in the long run, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. That's just my belief. So I believe everybody should be investing in stocks. He also has a trading options ebook, a guide to trade options. And he also has a community. You guys, this community, I love it. This is how I have been making the money that I've been making. I wouldn't have been introduced to options had I not seen his post. He kept posting gains, $1,000 gains, like repetitively. And I'm like, oh, he making money. Let me see if I can learn how to do this. So the first thing I did, I'm not gonna lie, is look on YouTube. I looked on YouTube to try to get some resources. How can I do this? But when you're piecing different YouTube videos together and you're trying to put it into one, you're gonna be confused. Different people use different methods, different systems, you know? So I just went ahead and bought it. This was the best investment. At the time, it was $50. I was like, I like investing in myself. I buy courses and things that'll help me all the time. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna invest this $50. Cool. You guys, since I started in like the second week of May, I've made over $4,000. Okay, $4,000. It is July. That was May to July. 2 months, $4,000. So if we could say I made $2K a month, let's say that, an extra $2K on top of what I'm making from my full-time job. I'm just gonna let that sit there. I didn't have to go and do anything. I didn't have to leave the house. I didn't have to talk to anybody. All from my phone, okay? That's valuable. What I invested, that $50, I don't even care anymore because I've made so much more since then. So if you're interested in a side hustle, and I'm pretty sure some people do this full time as well, this is something that can create extra money so you can pay off debt, so that you can save, so that you can build an emergency fund of more than 1 month's expenses. This is an amazing tool, and I'm so grateful to him for making that. I'm going to link it below. And just so you know, I am an affiliate. So if you decide that you want to purchase this, I will get paid a commission. But I promise you, if you do what the step says, if you do what the guide says, and you are a part of the community, then you will, I'm sure you'll double your investment or more. This is like free money. That's what it feels like. Anytime the futures are down, there's a potential to make money. Like it doesn't get any better than that, you guys. I'm going to insert a whole bunch of screenshots, right? I have been having some really big gains. Like today, I made $1,000. This is my second time making $1,000 in a day, okay? And so, yeah, I'm gonna insert a whole bunch of screenshots so you can see this is legit, it's legal, it's a way to get you from where you are to where you want to be. So if you really want to, start saving money on the side, let this help you do that. Let your money work for you, okay? What else can I say about this? I am truly grateful that I came across this. This has really helped me pay down my debt. Like I said before, I had $30,000 worth of credit card debt in 2018. Do you know what that number is right now? I am down to 15K in 2 years. Granted, I was on a 4-year plan, okay? But since I want to retire early, the goal is to get that number down to 0 quickly. So in order to retire early, I need to what? I can't save the regular savings rate that everybody does, okay? I have to up it up, okay? So now my goal is to save $600 a month, okay? It's doable if I budget correctly, okay? So you gotta have a budget. You got to do things that normal people wouldn't do. I want to retire way before regular people retire, so I have to do things that regular people would not do. And I learned that from Our Rich Journey here on YouTube. They're amazing. Go check them out. So I have to do things that regular people wouldn't do. So regular people, do they save $600? Don't think so. So I'm not gonna lie, I do spend a good amount of money on Amazon for personal expenses, but some of those personal expenses are things that I can use in the future. Like I like to read, I like to have a lot of books on hand because I no longer just sit and read one book through. I read multiple books at once. So today I might read a chapter in this book. Tomorrow I might read a chapter in another book. So that's what I like to do. So I have been spending, but I give myself a personal budget of like $200 a month to spend what I spend. I like to craft, so I've also been crafting, and I'm hoping to get my money back on those items by either selling them or, just gifting them to people, I play in resin, not playing, but I like to do resin art or crafting, and I have like a Cricut I just bought not too long ago that I'm really loving. So yeah, those are some things that I splurged on, and because I like the Cricut so much, I went ahead and got me another iPad that was funded by my options money. I paid for a new iPad and an Apple Pencil because my old iPad could not work with any of the Apple Pencils, which I was pretty bummed about because I would have just, used that iPad. But I was kind of happy because now I can just give that iPad to my daughter, put a case on it for her, and let her run around with it. And anytime she wants to play an educational game or watch Minions or whatever, she can do that on her own, and I can still have mine because I was going to just upgrade that iPad. But I'm like, well, I'm probably going to have it more than her, so that's not really helping both of us. So let's go ahead and use the money that I made on the side to fund that. That way I don't have to put it on a credit card, don't have to take money out of my savings. I have that money there for that. So yeah, if you guys are interested in betting on yourself and investing in yourself and making a lot of money and changing your mindset about money, then check out this course. I would suggest getting the bundle because you'll have access to the community, and the community is where it all goes down. You'll get so much information. Sometimes they do call outs, tell you when, where, and what. Like, those are the best, but you also have to do your own research, you guys. You can't just be jumping into anything all willy-nilly, not knowing all the details, because this is your money. You can't get mad at anybody else for telling you to do something and you didn't research it and you lose your money. You can't. So do your research. But I do recommend it. I have made over 4K. I didn't count today, so I've made more than that to date. And granted, I do have losses. Like, what's up has to come down. I've had losses, okay? But I couldn't even tell you how much I've lost because I've gained so much on top of that. So the gains outweigh the bad, the losses. So, but only for those who are interested in investing in themselves, betting on themselves, and making this money, which means we all can do it, okay? We all can do it. Everybody can change their mindset to an abundance mindset and know that you can get what you deserve. You don't have to put it on a credit card. Just bet on yourself. And that's what I'm really all about. And that's what I want to help people do. So if you're interested in anything that I said in this video, check out the links below with the courses. And let's make this money. I also share all of my, the majority of my gains on all of my Instagram accounts. So I will link those below as well if you want to just keep an eye on how much I'm making. And if it's true, I can also show you the founder, the guy who created it. I can show you his Instagram and give you his handle so you can see we're not playing games, okay? He has 4K days, okay? $4,000 days where he makes $4,000, okay? That is more than I make in a month at my 9 to 5, okay? Changing lives, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna leave the link. If you do decide to purchase, thank you so much, because like I said, you're helping me. I'm an affiliate. But if you just want to make money for yourself, this is where it's at. This is where it's at. All you need is access to a phone, some internet, and a little bit of money to start with. I started with $100, okay? And I've made over 4K, okay? So let's go. Let's make this money. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you like anything related to financial independence or, my lock journey, support. Thank you. Talk to you guys later.